Every Jewish child knows the song Dayenu that we sing at the Pesach Seder. And in the Haggadah, this beautiful song gives thanks to Hashem. It says Dayenu. If Hashem had done this for us, but not had done that for us, Dayenu, it would have been enough. If He took us out of Egypt, but He never gave us all of the spoils of the Egyptians, Dayenu, it would be enough. And so we go on, and so we sing. And we come to a particular line, which is very strange. The song says, the Haggadah says, had He brought us to the foot of Mount Sinai, but not given us the Torah, Dayenu, it would be enough. It would be enough to say thank you. If He had just brought us to Mount Sinai and never given us the Torah, it would have been enough. This seems a little bit strange. How would it have been enough if He just brought us there? The whole point of bringing us to Mount Sinai was to give us the Torah. So if He never gave us the Torah, what would be the point of going there? It's like you drive all the way to holiday, but you don't spend any time on holiday and you come straight back. How could you say that that was a worthwhile event? And I think we could understand it based on a verse in our Parsha this week, Parshat Vaetchanan. Moshe revises with the Jewish people the giving of the Torah, the giving of the 10 Commandments. And he says to them, Ushmor nafshecha me'od. I'm telling you, and he's speaking to the new generation that's about to go into the land of Israel. And he says to them, you have to guard yourselves very, very carefully. Never to forget what your eyes saw, what your ears heard when Hashem gave the Torah. That day that we stood on Mount Sinai. And you must teach it to your children and to your children's children. And from here, the commentators tell us that we have a positive commandment. And what is that positive commandment? That in every generation, parents must tell their children about the giving of the Torah at Sinai. Not so much the fact that we got the Torah, but what's important is to tell over how we received the Torah. That it was a monumental gathering, different to any other revelation that had happened in history or that has happened since. Why was it completely different? Because Hashem took an entire nation, everybody. It wasn't a prophet who was alone in some rock or on some mountain. It was an entire nation, men, women, and children. And He gathered them at the foot of Mount Sinai. There was thunder, there was lightning, and He told them the Torah, and He told it to them personally. He told them the first two commandments. Everybody heard it. So the mitzvah is to say to your children, this wasn't something that Moshe heard by himself and then he came to teach to us. This is something that was given to each and every Jew. So what's important is not just so much the fact that Hashem gave us the Torah, but how He gave us the Torah. And what was an important point about the giving of the Torah? This we learn in Parshat Yitro, that when the Jewish people came to the mountain, the Torah says, Vayichan sham keneged ahar. Vayichan sham yisod neged ahar. And there the Israelites camped at the foot of the mountain. But the Torah uses a verb in the singular, Vayichan. And he camped at the foot of the mountain. Up till now, all of the verbs had been in plural. But here it speaks about the Jewish people as if they are one person. And Rashi makes the famous comment, Ke'ish echad b'leiv echad. They were like one man with one heart. All of the travels up to then had been with arguing and complaining. And all of the travels after that through the wilderness, they had also been arguing and complaining and disunity. But when they came to Mount Sinai, they were unified. And that is a prerequisite to receive God's Torah. If there's fighting, if there's quarreling amongst the Jewish people, there may be the study of Torah, but it's not complete. It's not proper. It's qualitatively much lower. But the reason why they were able to receive the Torah is because they were unified. And therefore, what are we saying in that song at the Haggadah? We're saying to Hashem, you know what? If all you did was bring us to Mount Sinai, but you didn't yet give us the Torah, it would have been enough. You know why it would have been enough? Because the very act of bringing us to Mount Sinai unified us. And therefore, even if you never gave us the Torah, that would have been a wonderful thing. And I think as we move out from the 3 weeks of mourning, now we're in Parshat Vaetchanan, Shabbat Nachamu, it's a time of comfort, and we're heading towards Rosh Hashanah. This is such a vital message to remember, that we as the Jewish people are the most powerful when we are united. So let's remember how Hashem gave us the Torah, with thunder, with lightning to each and every person, but with a sense of unity. I wish you a Shabbat Shalom.